Good morning, guys. Just thought I'd come out here and talk about a few things. And hey guys, so I have some information here. I have my medical record or doctor's notes actually. This is pretty cool. I'm so glad I kept all this. The dated note was, it's an admission note to Winston-Salem, to Bowman Gray, dated June 28th, 1982. So, wow. And it just talks about my development history. And I wanted to really talk about hypotonia here and how I faced that, and kind of like how my milestones went with that. And so I sat at 10 months, I walked at 15 months, I talked at 18 months, and I was using full sentences after about a month after being able to talk. My motor development had been limited secondary to obesity. I was naming colors, can count to 10, and I rode a tricycle. Compared to some of the hypotonia issues that I had at birth that were discussed earlier in the note. Left side torticollis with associated right sagging mouth and drooping right eyelid, spasticity in the upper leg muscles. My mouth would not close. They started really doing physical therapy at a rehab center when I was between 8 and 9 months old. After that, from 8 to 9 months is when I started really making strides once I had that physical therapy. They helped clear up the torticollis and things like that. Between 2 months and 9 months, I had 5 marked seizures, atonic seizures, stiffness, and eyes rolling. Let's see. I had some ventricular dilation in the brain after they did a brain scan, but not significant, but not considerably significant, and kind of like what you would see with the type of seizures I would have. I was on phenobarbital. Again, when you're that seizure medicine was definitely conflicting with the any strides I was making in hypotonia for sure at that point. So yeah, it was slow, but once I started with the physical therapy, it seemed to kind of really help. And I was fortunate in that. Let me dial that in there. All right. So I changed from portrait to landscape there. Hypotonia, muscle weakness, and things like that. I always had a hard time when I was young, as I recall, being able to, I do kind of remember the, in that age, especially I was, again, secondary to obesity, I was big, but I remember it was really hard for me to do things like, sit up, pull myself up from the floor. If I was to, lie on the floor on my stomach, it took me a little while to get up from that. And I noticed that I really had limited upper body strength. So at that point, and as far as the prior, I didn't know really the severity. So it, because I was so young, but ages, taking really starting that physical therapy dramatically helped hypotonia, and I was fortunate in that. Thinking about my experiences with physical therapy as an adult, namely when I had my ankle surgery, that can be really almost insurmountably difficult. I don't know, parents have, if you've had any issues with or ever had physical therapy after a long period of inactivity, it can be really tough. And I don't, those inactivities and getting to move, I don't know, because of the way our nutritional needs are different, how that affects kind of the atrophy of muscles not in use. So I know that it's difficult for as kids, with prader-willi, putting on muscle mass and things like that, especially facing the hormonal challenges that you face with prader-willi. So the reason I wanted to come out here, and I'm going to try to make this video a little bit briefer, is that I have a friend that I've befriended on Instagram in Chile, and her daughter is having some issues with, she's UPD, and having issues with axial hypotonia, and is over a year and still not able to sit or crawl. And really, if you have prayer chains at your church, her name is Fernanda Ortabella, and they are from Chile. And it would be really great if you could think of her, if you, but I think, put her on those request lists. But if you know of anything with your child that maybe has had that really severe axial hypotonia that has worked, please comment below this post on Instagram, the little blip on Instagram, or this post in the YouTube video. That information would be immensely helpful. The mother's name is Peppa, Peppa Ortabello, and I'll put their names in this, but just really my heart goes out to them and the challenges that they're facing right now. She said they started aquatherapy and they've seen some progress from that. Aquatherapy is a great thing if you have the opportunity to do that. I did do some with my ankle, but I mean, I know that it really helps you make those, it makes it easier for you to get that lower level strength back that will help you outside of the pool. So if you have any tips with axial hypotonia, please just, share that with the community, share that with us. I wanted to come on here and just share that with you. So, if you know of anyone that's faced that, or your child has faced that themselves, what has really worked. Like I said, she's past a year now and is not sitting or crawling. And I know that it's really heartbreaking for Peppa, her mother. And we really want to get this little girl on her feet. And so, I was just really fortunate myself with hypotonia. It was a big issue when I was born, and it gave that really poor prognosis that we all get, that the child will never walk, talk, and may not respond. I even, there's a lot of information here, and I'm gonna kind of share what I can as we go along, but I just wanted to mainly talk about that, and see if anyone's had experience with axial hypotonia. And I hope everyone's had a great Sunday, that you're spending that time with your family. One other thing is, please pray for, if you follow Ramsey's PWS Adventures on Instagram, Ashley, if you, Ramsey's mom, if you could just kind of send some prayer for him, because he's facing pertussis, pneumonia, and he is having some really difficult time trying to clear that. So that would be great. I know we all kind of at the convention, there were a lot of people there and a lot of things floating around, but I'm glad that everyone was there, and that we all got this time to share and find our tribe. So I just wanted to talk about that, my own experience, and a little bit about what Peppa and Fernanda are facing, and just think about that. Again, I'll be posting again some things soon. I did want to go ahead and mention to you briefly that later this month I'm going to do a video with my mom discussing my history, and based upon these doctor's notes from Bowman Gray, and I'm going to try to put in some pictures of me kind of hitting those milestones and things, just kind of think, more of a history of me as growing up. But I love you all, and I hope you have a wonderful Sunday, and I'll see you again soon.